I want to start by asking you a question. Can we think for a moment about the best experience you've ever had learning English? I surely remember that, and today I want to share that experience with you. Like everybody else, I started learning English in school. There I had the opportunity to learn English with teacher Jenny. She had an interesting strategy. She taught us through games and activities. She taught us with love and dedication English for 2 years. Her role in teaching was so important for me that I still remember her. But what was the secret to make a child loving English and enjoying learning? That's what I want to share with you today. I would like to share with you what I believe are the 3 most essential elements in teaching English. Number 1, knowledge. Number 2, strategy. And finally, creativity. Knowledge, strategy, and creativity. So let's start talking a little bit about knowledge. Teaching is a great responsibility. The purpose of teaching goes beyond passing information or speaking for a lot of time about several topics or testing students. The real purpose of teaching is helping, guiding students, encouraging them to enjoy the English learning process. That's why before we start teaching, we first need to learn. We need to receive proper training. We need to understand theory. We need to learn about teaching methodologies. And most importantly, we need to understand our students' learning process. Now, let's move on to our second essential element, the strategy. Rita Person, a really well-known professor, in one of her talks says, "Children don't learn from people they don't like." What do you think about this? What can we learn from this? Teaching and learning in the classroom should bring joy. Teachers should strive to create a positive learning environment, a community in which students can feel safe and confident. Putting into practice different methodologies and teaching strategies will allow us to get the attention of all the students, and in this way, they would feel involved in our classroom. It's for this reason that we must pay special importance on knowing our students, knowing their learning styles, their ages, their knowledge levels, their interests, their motivations to learn, etc., etc. So, we can say that the key for developing an ideal class consists in understanding, adapting, and developing the most suitable strategies for our students. Finally, let's talk about creativity. I would like to begin this section by pointing out that what we need to bring to our classes is love, passion, dedication, and commitment for what we do. Because if teachers are not interested in what they teach, why should students be? That's a great question, right? As teachers, we should encourage curiosity and critical thinking in our students, allow them to develop skills such as questioning, reasoning, and allow them to develop their creativity through English. Therefore, if teachers are engaged in this task of teaching in the best possible way, students will see the teacher not as a robot who repeats the same words and says meaningless information, but as a person who is there to guide and motivate them, which is our final goal. Finally, I would like to end this presentation by mentioning that if we put into practice everything we have discussed during these few minutes, I can assure you that we will become real teachers. Thank you so much.